Hi there, and welcome to this month's Growth, Leadership and Management Tip. When you're growing and developing a team, one of the key things is about renewing and retaining your existing talent. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to think about your reward and recognition program. How do you actually reward the people inside of your organization beyond just the financial benefits? Maybe it's extra days off, maybe it's extra holidays every year, maybe it's just good old-fashioned catching people out for doing great work. You see, this is one of the big things that happens inside of organizations. We focus a lot when things go wrong, but very rarely do we applaud effort around when things go right. And we're not talking about the massive successes, like the biggest listing or the biggest sale of someone's career. We're talking about the first listing inside of a career. Or maybe when someone's on a comeback after not getting a listing for a few weeks, they get that listing again. That should be literally a moment that's celebrated. That confidence that's starting to come back on the inside of their career. What we often do inside of businesses is we get people to reward people and to recognize people who really look after customers, because we know that one customer served well ultimately does lead us to our next piece of business. And everything that we do is around the customer experience design. You see, to me, it's not an open home callback. It's not a 10-day callback. It's not a just sold call. It's actually about being able to work more powerfully with buyers to really produce a much better quality outcome. You see, our secret in really significantly shifting the bar is about putting the customer at the center of everything that you do. One of the great tips that I got from Peter Knight over in the UK is he says that in every meeting that they go into now, they ultimately put a chair into that meeting room, and on that chair sits the customer. Everything you talk about inside of that sales meeting, everything that you talk about in that property management meeting, the customer is listening. Would you be proud of the way that you talk about how you work with customers? Would you be proud of the way that you have systems to ensure that customer level of success? Would you be proud of the way that your team behaves around the future of what they're doing to make this an even better industry? You see, the secret to any great business is about making sure that you understand exactly who the customer is, not only internally, but also externally, and delivering on your promise in developing their career. Now, more than ever before, is the time to play a much better quality game. Catch your people out for doing great things, bring the customer into every meeting, and make sure that you reward and recognize people for all the things that they do to build an incredible culture. Well, I really hope you've enjoyed this month's Growth, Leadership and Management Tip, and I look forward to seeing you next week.